Hey, Frank. Okay, so even though I'm working on a new aquarium right now, I know that if I do not address this today, you guys are going to riot. So let's talk about this. Frank. For those that don't know you, Frank is my pet flower horn. Come here. A lot of you guys know Frank for his playful nature and his ability to break women's hearts. However, some of you might even remember when I first bought Frank. I seen him at the pet store and I just had to have him. He had so much personality. He wasn't such a great looking flower horn, but he certainly is, you know, just a really personable fish, and I absolutely had to have him. Before I move any further, let me address something. I removed a lot of the wood that's in the aquarium right now. A lot of people have been asking about the Bichir. If you look closely, he's still in there. He's just hiding under the wood. So whenever I point at this aquarium, you can't really see him, but the Bichir is in there. It is doing well, it is doing good, and it is eating. Okay, so back to Frank though. So I bought Frank a few months ago. Frank quickly became a crowd favorite here on my channel, to my surprise, but I love it and I love the passion and excitement you guys have for one of my fish. However, I recently went to my local pet store and I also picked up another flower horn. I need it. I need you. You're beautiful. I got this little guy right here. Way smaller than he looks, absolutely stunning. Love his body and his shapes, his coloration, his nuchal hump. Just a great looking fish. And when you think about it, no problem, right? Okay, so you got a new flower horn, no big deal. Well, it wasn't a big problem until I said this. Do you want to come home with me? Maybe we should bring Frank to the store and take you home. After I said that, you guys absolutely lost it on me. I tend to forget sometimes. Nobody messes with Frank, and especially Team Frank. So let me say this on camera and get it abundantly clear. Frank is going nowhere. We're keeping Frank and we're keeping the other little flower horn, which is nameless. We're gonna need to figure out a name for it, so if you have a suggestion, leave it in the comment section below. So far, I've heard Frank Jr., Beans, so we'd have Frank and Beans. I've heard Igor, so we'd have Frank, which is named after Frankenstein, and Igor. All kinds of fun names. Let me know in the comment section below what you think it would be. Problem with Frank is he can't stay in this aquarium. Like I said, this has to be turned into a Central American fish aquarium, and Frank doesn't get along with the fish that I'm going to be putting in here. In fact, Frank doesn't get along with anything, which is okay. I like Frank. He's got tons of personality, but the new flower horn is probably going to face the same situation. No personality, but it's a beautiful flower horn, and I guess that's just the way things go. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about today and address is this paintbrush and this 375-gallon aquarium. You guys will know that I struggled with a lot of debris collecting on the Java moss, and it started looking as like the Java moss was looking dull. It wasn't looking as vibrant or clean, and I tried to explain several times over that, you know, when I removed the aqua soil from the back of the tank, it created a massive mess, and no matter what I did, how many water changes I did, I couldn't get it off the moss until somebody in the comments section, and I apologize way in advance, but I tried to find who said it and who recommended it, but they said, hey, why don't you take an old paintbrush and brush it off the moss? I thought, man, that's genius. Let me go ahead and do that. Now, I don't know if that's an original idea, but I definitely want to kind of bring it up simply because it works really well. So last night I was just kind of testing a few of the spaces, and you could tell just the massive dust storm that I created. What I'm going to do is I will do a proper job here in the near future while doing a massive water change. Just didn't have time to do it last night, but I did want to bring you guys up to date on that and give that person a shout out who recommended doing this. I'm, you know, constantly asking for you guys to leave comments about this and that, and I have to say I not only read them, but I sometimes implement them, and if I do and I think it's a great idea, I'd certainly tell you guys. Just my apologies for not remembering who said it. However, if you're watching, thank you. Also, my apologies for not checking my P.O. box. As of late, it's been quite a while, but I seen this, this one came the other day, and it was titled to Joey the Mermaid, so I have to open it and see what it is. I can only imagine, what the, oh my God. Is this a dress? What? Oh, I think it's a dress. How do I look? You get up here. So I love it, but that's a dress, and I'm not putting it on. Well, maybe I will with a nice pair of heels. Now, it doesn't say where it came from, but I appreciate whoever has a good sense of humor that sent it to me. Maybe I will put it on. Actually, it's not a dress. It has clips at the bottom. Oh, it is a mermaid suit, sort of. Also, Scott, thanks for sending me this back in the beginning of October. I appreciate it. Very heartfelt letter. I'll keep that between us. This is Scott and his daughters in front of his aquariums. Beautiful kids, beautiful tanks. Also, Harrison, who is 12 years old, thank you for your letter, guys. I can't open any more, but I will check my P.O. box here shortly. I'm sure that you guys have left me some more weird gifts that are definitely going to make my day. I appreciate it. This looks to be my size. If you want to send anything, the address to the P.O. box is in the description below. So in conclusion, Frank's not going anywhere. We're going to keep both flower horns. Thank you for the tip on using the paintbrush to brush off the Java moss, make it look a little cleaner. Maybe some of you guys could do that if you have any Java moss. Just brush it off, make it look a little bit more vibrant. But that little flower horn also needs a new name. I'm going to let you guys name this once again. So in the comment section below, let me know what your suggestion is. Oh, and this new tank build will be out this coming Sunday.